Chat, we're doing a court case. The fuck? Who did this? Who did this? What? Oh, that's a good sword. If you are reading this, that means I'm in big trouble. As a failsafe to keep the items from falling into the wrong hands, I've set up a system to give those I trust these items. Take good care of this, please. Don't try to find me, it is dangerous, and there's a likelihood of me being dead if you receive these items. Bro, Nikki's dead? We have a Void Summit meeting that I need to get to. God's tentacles sure are spreading. What are you saying bro for? What happened? Swear to God I saw a name tag through the wall. I do. Bruh. I see you. I see you. Motherfucker, I see you. What? Tell us when you started streaming.
Yeah. I started streaming now.
So I said Vapor? No, I barely even know her. I thought we'd listen to some music while we wait and while we have our meeting.
Okay, yeah. I'm on my way. I'm on my... I feel like I'm forgetting something. Yeah. Fuck. Oh, turn down soundboards. Oh my god, I almost forgot. Everyone turn down soundboards. Trigger fire. I need to switch off my trigger fires. Shit. I am very prepared. I was definitely not, like, stalling or anything. You know what, I'm gonna head to the meeting and then I'll just switch off trigger fire while I'm there. So, yeah. I'm on my way! I'm on my way! I'm on my way!
Yeah, not anymore, we finished it. Oh, love that. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Get your screenies, get your screenies. This is my level of professionalism.
Maybe at least put some pants on. Just me.
These,
What happened to your back there?
Oh,
the way you got to the back and you're like, oh.
No, these are my trousers.
Oh! Oh!
Put them back on. Never do that again.
Oh my god, why do I still have this? Take it down. I swear to god, in one of these barrels I hid some weed. Is it been rebuilt? Oh, guys! Guys! No fucking way.
Find it? Oh, you found it!
Look outside, guys. Look outside.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
You're just in time. Let's get this started, everyone.
I want you to know I've watched all of Legally Blonde, so I'm very prepared for this case.
Yeah, well, I'm watching Jag.
It's a good movie. It's a very good movie. You know, and it's a powerful message about feminism and, you know, taking control of your own destiny.
Yeah. I'm all about feminism.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Anyway, I'm gonna destroy you. I am, though.
So who's being put on trial?
Oh.
You.
You are.
Nah, just kidding. I've got the court summons. This is gonna be really fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exciting! Everybody's gathered.
Oh, does this feel a bit familiar to you, Basement? Does this feel a bit familiar to you, Basement? Is this bringing back some memories, is it?
Don't twerk in the courts. Public indecency!
Oh my god. Order in the court, please.
We're here to oversee the trial of the people versus God. Opening statements may begin.
I can't remember who goes first, if it's the defense or the prosecution, I'll be honest.
It's the prosecution.
It's the prosecution. Ah! People of Redacted, esteemed members of the jury, we are here to bring forward our accusations against none other than God themselves, and demand that they be held responsible for their crimes. Since being forcibly pulled into this world, we, the residents of Redacted, have felt nothing but fear and paranoia at the hands of God. Now, it's time to take our fates into our own hands. The charges we stand before God today are unjust incarceration of a minor, vandalism, gaslighting, premeditated murder, accomplice to murder, blackmail, insider trading, terrorism, arson, kidnapping, and cursing. I'm done.
It's time for my opening statements.
Mhm.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna stand up here. I'm gonna get a little higher. Okay. They ain't do nothing wrong. They cool. They chillin'. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that winning smile.
They look like they could kill me at any given moment.
Yeah, they don't have a smile, they just have a gaping...
A gaping
More.
butthole mouth.
Honestly,
Rude.
they look-
Your Honor, my client is crying in the corner.
Your
I'll
Honor,
fuck it up.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a formal apology.
This is emotional damage.
No, that was the apology.
Okay.
I'll
No.
ask again, can I go home?
No! Your Honor, I'd like to call my first witness, Whimsical_B. Could you please take the stand? Do you swear
That's
to tell the
definitely-
truth, the whole truth, so help you, not God?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, he's giving me the pie back.
Yeah.
Amazing. B,
Mhm.
you've been a member of Redacted for as long as I have. We've been here since what feels like the beginning. We were
Yes.
both pulled from our respective worlds into the world of Redacted. Would you mind just going in as much or as little detail as you can? Your experiences with God since joining Redacted.
Well, at first I was fooled and was a follower of God, and after disobeying them by simply not blowing up someone's house, they blew up my giant bee statue, which is vandalism of my property.
So what you're saying is God asked you to blow up someone else's property.
Yes.
And
it
when you refuse to be an accomplice to their crime, they blew up your own property.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes. After that, things continued to go downhill,
Mhm.
and at one point, they threw me in prison for no reason.
Wow.
Well, their
and
reasoning being their
yes.
reasoning being that I was disobeying them further. I would like to note that I was also locked up in prison on 2 different occasions. Once for a few minutes until I wrote an apology, and a second time where I was locked in prison for months.
Incredible. And this second time, where you were locked in prison for once, what eventually got you out of prison?
Well, I had people break me out of prison
Wow.
because God would not let me go, and I was stuck, like alone, and it has left me with irreversible issues with my mental health.
It's incredible. And can I just ask, what was God's reasoning for imprisoning you the second time?
I believe it was because I had been questioning them too much. I'd been asking too many questions, and I didn't like that.
Prison for asking questions. Have we ever heard anything so ridiculous before? And can I ask, B, were you under the age of majority when this took place?
Yes.
You had to resort to pretty drastic measures to get yourself out of there. I mean, you said that you had to rely on other people to break you out, which implies that
Yes.
if they hadn't done that, you would probably still be there today, B.
Yes, that would have been the case. I had my stuff taken away. I was also threatened while in that prison. I was surrounded by blocks of TNT, which God knows is a block that has left, and very big impact on, like, my mental health.
Following on from this prison and this escape, are there any other events that you'd like to share with the court today?
Well, there was also more vandalism. There was more tendrils growing around my base, including my death pit, which I worked so very hard on. Yeah.
Well, for these reasons, Your Honor, we bring the charges of unjust incarceration of a minor, wrongful conviction, vandalism, and gaslighting. I waive my time.
This all started, you said. This all started, you said, after you refused to blow up something.
Yes, I refused to blow up someone else's house.
Now, is there any recorded evidence of this refusal? Is there any recorded evidence of you being forced to blow something up in general?
Actually,
is there video proof or written proof of you even being in a prison?
I do have some proof of me being locked up in prison, and I also have proof of the whole, like, God blowing up my giant bee.
This is doctored footage.
What?
This is AI generated.
No, it's not.
Objection, speculation.
Oh my God. Speculation, yeah.
Nah. This is the only single frame in all those videos that is actually real. The rest of it, generated.
Your Honor, this is SCP, bumfuck.
I have given my full truth of the whole situation and what has happened to me, and that is all I can give.
You, get up there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
This guy do anything bad to you?
No.
He's pretty cool, right? Like they're pretty chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? Like, hold on. Yeah.
The
Your
only
Honor?
person who's really
Oh,
done any
sorry.
wrong to me was me.
I'm looking at you. See you in that corner.
When I was what I thought was friends with B, they had been using me to get intel on God. I was not aware completely of the intention, and I thought I was helping a friend.
Who came to you in your time of crises and need?
God?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have a huge favor to ask you in these times of desperation.
Shoot. What do you need help with?
Seeing as you are a new person and all, and you haven't really done necessarily anything against God, I was wondering if you could keep an eye on God for me.
Keep an eye on them.
Yes. Just
Yeah.
Get close to God and get all buddy, become a follower of them, I guess. But what you're really
A follower.
yeah, no, that's what I once was. But
Okay.
just keep an eye on God for us, just for me. We need to know what God's planning, and maybe if you get close enough to God, you could even find out why God took Wispy.
Well, the first thing is, like, how do I even become a follower?
You boost God's ego.
Prosecution, your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is not a trial about Bee and Tyrant Dungeon. If it was, then we could talk about this particular moment. Talk about its relevancy. But it's not. This is about the people versus God. And now, Tyrant, I'd just like to inquire about your relationship with God and potentially your own biases. Because after you had this revelation about Whimsical Bee, well, what did you do? What happened?
Well, they wanted to help cheer me up after everything, and they brought me along to what they had planned.
And what did they have planned?
I honestly don't remember.
That's incredible, Your Honor. Well, thankfully, despite your bad memory, we do know what God had planned. And it was the destruction of Club Adonis. The kidnapping
More vandalism.
of several people and buildings that we held very close to our hearts. And the destruction of murder of those people and building. Your Honor, what stands before you is not an innocent witness here to provide their own testimony, but an accomplice to God's many, many crimes. I have no questions, Your Honor. For this next bit, I would like to provide some physical evidence. Now, this is a bit bizarre. It's not something you would normally see in a court case, but I am using myself as that physical evidence. You may have noticed that I am not dressed as you would expect a lawyer to be dressed. And that's because I wanted to show to the rest of you the physical impact that God has had on myself. As you can see, there are burn marks on my arm from where God tricked me, trapped me, and drowned me in lava, thus taking my first can of life. And if I turn around here, you can see a stab wound on my back. Again, from the earlier event that I mentioned where God destroyed Club Adonis and kidnapped our loved ones. I was killed during the fight to save them, and thus lost my second life. Your Honor, how can I fake these injuries that I have sustained? For these reasons, we accuse God of premeditated murder in the instance of my death in the lava, and an accomplice to murder in the instance of my death in the most recent event, the destruction of Club Adonis. I waive my time, Your Honor.
My next statement. That shit fake out here.
I like to call Elf Envy to the stand. Envy, you have a little bit of a tale, a little bit of an experience with God, shall we say. Would you like to tell us about those?
Well, I no longer have my mail service building.
And why
gone.
is that?
It is because it's something I hold very dear to me, so it was taken away.
By whom?
God.
So, your mail service was something very, very important to you. It was your
Yes.
It was your line of work, you know, it was your income. And God took that away from you. So, as we see here, God has presented Honkshu. As we see here, God has presented, tendencies of terrorism, one would say, destroying public buildings, because, postal service is, after all, a public service. So terrorism indeed. I have no further questions, Your Honor.
I think you're done. I think you need to go. I think you need to leave.
Why?
I don't know.
Do you just not have any questions? Or
Nah, man, I was having a snack. I wasn't paying attention. What's up?
What's up?
Alright. Say some good shit about my client. What you like about him?
Objection, Your Honor. The fuck is going on? Your Honor, I'd like to object. The witness is incompetent. They have fucking worms in their brain.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you got worms in your brain.
Sure that's not you?
No.
Whoa.
No. Oh!
Sure that...
Your Honor, racism in the court.
Oh.
Speciesism in the court.
You said it to
Your
me
Honor-
first, man.
Alright, we're getting off track. Just answer the defense's question.
God, pretty upstanding. Follows through with deals, pretty chill. Definitely not violent.
Uh-huh.
And they have beautiful teeth.
They never did nothing bad to nobody, right?
Not that I ever witnessed firsthand, no.
Prosecution, your witness.
So, I just want to talk to you about your statement a little bit. You said, and I quote, that you have never firsthand witnessed God do anything wrong, right?
Define wrong.
Oh, you said it, not me.
What?
You said it, not me. That's what you said. You've never seen God do anything wrong.
Yes. From my definition.
Okay. Well, we'll figure out that definition very quickly and see if it matches with the jury's definition. So, we keep going back to this moment, this event, right? Where God stole what was closest to us, blew up Club Adonis, killed me, destroyed Envy's postal service, and more, which I'll get to later on in the trial, don't worry. But this is just what we've covered so far, out of a lot more to come. All I have to ask is, Wispy, you were there.
That
You
is
saw
correct.
all of that. Killing someone, is that not wrong in your point of view?
Not necessarily, no.
No. Oh. So
Depends
it's...
on the circumstances, and I would like to point out, God never killed anybody.
Right. But they were an accomplice. They did put us in situations where our lives
They
were
an
at
idle
risk.
spectator, but I wouldn't blame the Swiss for being neutral in World War II.
Okay. And so, the blowing up of the postal service, would you consider that a good thing or a wrong thing?
I don't think it was either. I think it was an unfortunate thing for the owner, but a necessary thing for God.
So, what you're saying is that, in your definition of wrong, vandalism and terrorism is not wrong. Because those are the charges we're bringing against God today.
You have yet to mention any instance of these things.
The postal service.
That was not an act of vandalism or terrorism. That was eliminating a rogue element that was spreading propaganda against God.
So, being needlessly mean and cruel, would you say unjust incarceration is being needlessly mean and cruel?
Unjust incarceration, sure, yes.
Yeah. Which B has testified that God did. What say you to that?
That is their opinion, not fact.
Destroy the postal service. Perfectly okay thing to do in your head. Let's call it manslaughter then. Let's add that to the charges, manslaughter. Seeing as, they did put me in a place of endangerment and I did lose a life because of that. Manslaughter is
Are you
okay.
talking about the burnt bee clone that killed you?
Yes. So manslaughter,
Why aren't you putting B on that instead of God?
because it was a B clone, it wasn't B, and you were the ones that made the
Yes,
clones,
but-
and you were the ones that put me in the situation where there
God
were
never made that
clones.
clone.
God designed the situation that put us there.
That is
God
what I'm
isn't a.
doing, and
That's why we have the charge. That's why we have the charge accomplice to murder on top of premeditated murder. And I can add manslaughter if you want. Like, if that's what you're saying it is, then we can add manslaughter to the charges. All I'm saying is, you think those are perfectly okay things to do. And I just want to make it clear to, you know, the members of the court today, the esteemed members of the jury, that those things that I have just said, and that I will get to and present my own evidence for, so, you know, refrain from calling it opinion, please. You think that's okay. You don't classify that as wrong. I have no further questions, Your Honor. Your Honor, I'd like to call in my second piece of evidence.
Sky,
Yeah?
Trey,
Yeah?
you died earlier. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't think you are. I don't think you are, sorry.
Sucks. Look at
No.
this. Oh no. Oh no, Reginald.
Oh no 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 he's
How does that make you feel?
We can see in this clip that God, in cold blood, murders Reginald before my very eyes. And for those of you who are unaware, Reginald was a valued employee at my bakery. He is an immigrant. He came to this world from the Nether to seek a better future for himself. And how did God repay him? By killing him. What we don't see here is the additional murder of our beloved Luna, who, if you were here for the last court case, was the prosecution for that, and is also a valued member of Redacted. And just like Reginald, she was brought before us and murdered, much like a sacrificial lamb. I'd like to present a third piece of evidence, which is a lack of evidence. And I'll explain why. Some of you may have noticed that this court is looking a bit bare today. Why is this, you might ask? I'll tell you. Because God has a nasty habit of kidnapping people. Where's the evidence? You might ask. Look around. Where are your friends? Your families? Your pets? Your employees even? They're not here. Because God has killed them. Some of you may know Cosmo. Some of you may not. He hasn't been around recently. He isn't here today. Why? Because God has placed a sleeping curse upon him. They told a joke so boring that it placed Cosmo into an eternal slumber.
Did you do like anything wrong or bad to anyone ever?
No.
Bullshit! Sorry.
Would you ever lie at all to like anyone about anything?
No.
That's absolute bullshit.
Says you.
I'm just a silly, goofy guy.
God, you never done anything wrong. You never lie. You're an all benevolent being. You know, you're just a silly, goofy guy, aren't you? So, I just have a few follow-up questions. The first one is, were you being a silly, goofy guy when you told B to kill Basement?
I did no such thing.
Okay. Were you being a silly, goofy guy when you then punished B for not doing what you said by blowing up their property?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you being a silly so you admit that it happened. Were you being a silly, goofy guy when you then imprisoned B and forced them to make it up to you to earn their freedom?
Actually, B was on vacation.
Okay. Were you being a silly, goofy guy when you imprisoned B once again for months, tormented them with TNT, use their PTSD against them, some would say, with no hope of freedom or of release. The only freedom that came was at the hands of others. Were you being a silly, goofy guy then?
That was an exposure therapy vacation.
Okay. Were you being a silly, goofy, gunky guy when you tricked me into coming to Wispy City, trapped me over a pool of lava, questioned me about my friends, and when I didn't give you the answers you wanted, you dropped me into that pool of lava and killed me?
Yes.
Were you being a silly, goofy guy when you kidnapped Reginald? When you
Objection.
kidnapped Luna? When you kidnapped
Batman.
Batman?
Nah.
When you
objection.
stole the postal service? When you dangled Bee's freedom in front of them? Forced us to participate in your cruel, twisted games? Took everything we love and destroyed it in front of our eyes. Were you being a silly, goofy guy then?
That was supposed to be a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, come on.
And were you being a... So again, you admit that it happened. And were you being a silly, goofy guy when you let me die at the hands of a clone of my friend?
I never made the clones.
But you allowed it to happen. You could have stopped it at any point and you didn't. Why not?
Battle Nexus champion died to a clone.
Your Honor, I have no further questions. Your Honor, I have one last piece of evidence that I'd like to present to the court. I'd like you guys to observe this piece of damning evidence of Shelby, of God, participating in insider trading. Need I say more, Your Honor?
My closing statement is Shrimply, my client's cool. Didn't do anything.
Prosecution, your closing statement.
My closing statement. Esteemed members of the jury, dedicated attendees of the chat, after witnessing the evidence presented before you, I implore you to look deep within your hearts and ask yourselves, must this continue? Must we allow innocent fae, fruits, aliens, be crushed by the terror of an overwhelmingly powerful being? Will we finally demonstrate that the powers of democracy overrule any supernatural gifts? I leave you with this last question. Are you brave enough to stand up to tyranny? Or will you let God bully you into submission once again, just like they're bullying my witness right now?
This is the effects of what they've done to me.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we should have moved into a different VC.
Yeah. Is that?
Mother Tree?
Oh my god. Oh. Huh?
That's
I
crazy.
mean, that's one way to trap God, so.
Mm-hmm.
We the jury find the defendant, God, guilty on the charges of unjust incarceration of a minor, vandalism, gaslighting, premeditated murder, accomplice to murder, blackmail, insider trading, funnily, terrorism, arson.
Don't forget the
And-
kidnapping
Oh yeah, kidnapping.
And cursing.
and cursing.
Cursing too. Guilty. No, that's cool. So guilty on all charges.
I hereby sentence Ragul to imprisonment from now until forever.
Okay. Well, that was
It's been a
fun.
while, man.
That was fun. That was fun. I don't know how you guys can really enforce that, but you know, this has been a great time. I've been bored lately, so this is a nice turnaround from the last time we all saw each other.
I think you're
gonna stay
should
here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. A bunch of people in fully enchanted netherite armor is going to stop me, a literal fucking god, from leaving.
We don't just have fully enchanted netherite armor, though.
Oh, I see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see how it is, yeah. Okay. This world has been fun. It really has. But I'm starting to get real annoyed by all of you. The audacity. The fucking audacity. You really seem to think you can hurt me. You can try to keep me here. With that.
You hurt us first. This is your doing.
This whole thing's a fucking joke. This whole thing is a fucking joke. None of you have any power here. This mother tree. Oh, wonderful. This fucking mother tree.
No.
She might be able to keep your land safe for now. But she's not able to keep this entire world safe from me and my wrath.
No.
Count your fucking days. Because I'm about sick of everybody here. You're all going to fucking war now. Run.
Oh my god, run! Get to the bakery, get to the bakery!
Go.
Get to the walls! Run! B? Okay, you're here.
Yeah.
Run, guys, get...
Go.
Oh, it's
Fuck,
silly.
there's another tentacle. Get to the void.
Knock.
No! You can't get in here.
I know.
Where are they?
But I've come to tell you a few things.
Okay.
You have a few weeks left. Before I destroy everything.
What?
You're all not gonna survive this. Because you're not gonna be alive by the end of this month.
We have a month.
Well, we better start fucking preparing.
How do we prepare? How do we fight this? We've tried.
Well, I assume again, like Cousin had stated, I think the wings and the sword are the key to getting rid of God. We're just gonna prepare for that battle, I suppose. Gather as many people as we can